Tell old Pharaoh, let my people, let my people go. All right, y'all found this from Dr. Carver as well regarding the sweet potato. Okay, I love cooking with sweet potato. Um, and I thought it was interesting because there's a section in here regarding remedies. And I want to read through this more. Y'all can find this on the Internet Archives and download a copy for yourself. Please do. I'm Dr. Carver, y'all. All right. Also, shout out to, of which I am an associate member, and I know these folk be sick of me. You hear me? Woo, they be sick of me. I've since chilled out, but I had a lot to say. I did. But the American Herbalist Guild, this was in 2023. Shout out to this individual. Don't like the question mark, though I understand it. I think it should be an exclamation point. All right, but then nobody asked my opinion. So anyway, this is George Washington Carver, American scientist, indigenous herbalist. Article posted on the guild site that speaks about his knowledge, intricate knowledge he had, robust, if you will, with medicinal plants along with other crops. Okay? And I mean, God, yeah, his gifting to find alternative uses for so many things really was amazing. And he was, in a way, a healer and a plant doctor. And this man lived his life in the fear of the Most High God, grounded in the Word of God, and integrated much of the Word of God into, his life and his practice. And it was the Most High God that led him to this understanding. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful. And this is it. A few paragraphs, which I don't think is enough. Okay? I don't. But let's read it, y'all. We'll be reading it for the first time together. Doctor, bless her heart, or his heart, I don't know. George Washington Carver, while not widely considered an indigenous herbalist, was a prominent foundational Black American scientist, botanist, educator, and inventor who made significant contributions to agricultural science and sustainable farming practices. He is best known for his work with peanuts and sweet potatoes, but his approach to utilizing natural resources in a sustainable and practical manner has some parallels with indigenous herbalism. Well, I mean, how exactly are we defining this? Because, yeah, he descends from indigenous people to this land. An indigenous herbalist is a traditional healer practitioner within an indigenous community who possesses deep knowledge of local plants, their medicinal properties, and their cultural and spiritual significance. These individuals often play a central role in the health and well-being of their community, providing remedies and treatments based on generations of traditional knowledge. Their expertise extends beyond the scientific aspects of plants to include cultural and spiritual dimensions. Excuse me. I love to think of nature as an unlimited broadcasting station through which the Most High God speaks to us every hour if we only tune in. Woo, child. Woo! I know that's right, Dr. Carver. If that don't give you chills, you need to get off my page and go on. Bless you. But this, listen, go on somewhere. Carver's ability to find alternative uses for agricultural products can be seen as an effort to find innovative and sustainable solutions to challenges facing the marginalized agricultural community from which he came. While not directly tied to indigenous herbalism, I would disagree. His work exemplifies a holistic approach to plant-based resources and also echoes the traditional knowledge he acquired in his early days as a plant doctor before the age of 11. He was known to consult the community on how to improve the health of their gardens and fields before ever taking a college course, because he was sent and ordained by the Lord. You hear me? Carver was born into slavery in the mid 1860s in Diamond, Missouri, and he went on to become the first foundational Black American student at Iowa State College, now Iowa State University, where he studied botany. He later became a faculty member at the Tuskegee Institute in Alabama, where he conducted groundbreaking research and promoted agricultural education for Black farmers. Excuse me. In 1894, Carver became the first foundational Black American to earn a Bachelor's of Science degree. While Carver's work focused on crops like peanuts, soybeans, and sweet potatoes, his approach to sustainable agriculture and holistic utilization of plants aligns with principles found in indigenous herbalism. Indigenous herbalism often involves a deep understanding of local plants, their properties, and their uses for food, medicine, and other practical applications. Similarly, Carver's research aimed to harness the potential of various crops and plants to improve soil fertility, nutrition, and economic opportunities for farmers, which aligns with the holistic approach associated with indigenous herbalism. Everything looked hungry. The land, the cotton, the cattle, and the people. If we were to examine Carver's life, how many boxes could we check on the indigenous herbal checklist? It's important to recognize that though indigenous herbalism may be rooted in specific cultural and spiritual traditions and may seem distinct from the scientific agricultural work of individuals like Dr. Carver, there may be parallels where emphasis on plants, medicine, spirituality, and sustainability may be hidden by sensitivity to cultural differences and historical context. I kind of agree with that. I really like the stance that they took in this particular article. It was, in a way, unbiased, certainly prima facie. But when you really, dig deep and analyze and start to pick apart some of the terms and everything, it's kind of like you can see where they were steering, this to go to prove a point. But ultimately, I can appreciate this. And I do greatly appreciate this. I don't know who this individual is or, what their ethnicity is or where they're from. But again, this is not a matter of whether or not he was an herbalist that was indigenous or not. He was. And I'm going to be delving into that further. Oh, let me download this. Did I already download this? Yeah, I did. Sure did. Yeah, I'm interested to see. To be honest, I'm a fan. I really am. I'm a big fan of the Japanese sweet potato. It's like yellow on the inside, sweet. I like the texture of that. The orange sweet potatoes are okay when prepared certain ways, but it's too much water content for me. The texture is kind of weird. But I do love to bake with it. So I'll roast it and then mash it up and bake with it, either making pie, of course, and then using it in like dinner rolls or bread. I love potato bread, and sweet potato bread is really, really good. And it imparts a really pretty color. But yeah, I mean, come on now. This man was exposed to so many different crops and plants. And for us to believe that he wasn't in that lab, in that laboratory, okay, whipping and dipping and doing his thing. Come on. Who you trying to fool? Who is you trying to fool? Go on somewhere. And here's in another one. Here we go. The cowpea. Oh, I love it. I just love it. But I'm really interested in uncovering his herbal knowledge. Hold on, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. I think I found it. I think I found one of them. The Nature's Garden for Victory and Peace. I think this is And this was revised. But I think that this made, yes, look at that dandelion. Woo! Oh my goodness. Let me see. Yeah, sauteed dandelion greens aren't bad if you can stand the bitterness. But bitter is really great for our digestive system, really good for our emunctories or eliminatory organs, rich in iron and many other minerals and vitamins as well. Dandelion is great stuff prepared with eggs. Interesting, good, a lot of protein. You can always, you'll want to saute the leaves only, but you can always, what is that called? What is that called, y'all? When you dry something out on low with the air, what is that called? Oh my gosh, dehydrate. You can also, bake the leaves on like the lowest temperature in your oven and use for tea. And the root, of course, is really amazing. Great as a coffee substitute, along with chicory. Okay. Yeah. We had a lot of these around our house growing up. All right. Look at that. His knowledge of the herbs. Yes. Yes. Oh, I love it so much. Love, love, love. Yes, 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 yes. Now, this is my wheelhouse right here, y'all. This is my first love. And I have a lot of pictures of many of these plants as well that I've taken on my different hikes. I love wood sorrel. It tastes like lemon. You can make a lemonade out of it. Okay. Calls it sour grass. I love that. You can eat it, fresh out the ground. You want to clean it off a little bit, but you gather enough of it. It makes a tart sort of tea. Again, it makes a really great lemonade mixed with actual lemons. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with it. It's really good, actually. One of my favorites. And much like chickweed, stellaria media, and some other quote unquote weeds, it grows in abundance in the warmer months. This is it right here, like the 3-leaf clover design and the yellow flowers usually. I love that he gives recipes in this as well. Yeah, lemon balm is great. Pennyroyal, yeah. The different nettles, because there are different nettle species. Nettle, singing nettle in particular, is really, really amazing for men's prostate health, for women's reproductive health. Oh gosh, it's just so good for so many things. It's a storehouse of nourishment and energy. I think everyone should incorporate some sort of standardized herbal nettle supplement, which is kind of different from other forms of supplementation. And also because it still kind of preserves the wholeness of the plant. It's not as like chemically altered as like a vitamin supplement would be or anything like that. Or a tincture, a glycerite, which when you compare the two, what makes it different, you have different preparations, right? Liquid preparations for plants. Tinctures more traditionally uses a menstruum that is alcohol. And then you can also find quote unquote tinctures, which really are glycerites that use like vegetable glycerin. So it's not, it's alcohol free and it's not really bitter. It's very sweet. But depending on the menstruum that's being used will determine which particular properties are actually extracted from the plant. So depending on, what you're trying to pull out and the purpose for what you're using it for will determine, excuse me, which preparation you'd want to employ. But great stuff. Yeah, chickweed again, one of my favorites. Very nourishing, really great topically for any sort of eruptive skin condition. Not all, but certainly eczema, some forms too of psoriasis and dermatitis, and where there's a lot of heat. Purslane, yep. Geranium, wild lamb, yep. Plantain, not the fruit like we think of it. Yeah, oh, I love wild ginger. So good. Y'all. Ooh, I love this. I just love this so very much. Excuse me. Okay. Fruit leathers. Wow. And I mean, look at how he's even writing this. And if you listen to his speech, you can tell, because it's inevitable. If you are exposed to reading and to language at a young age, syntax and all the things, you're gonna pick up and develop those skills, and it's going to translate across how you speak, how you write, how you comprehend. He was a very eloquent man. And so, yeah, he also could write as well. And when you read this, he's telling you, listen, I've had excellent success by putting the dried fruit or vegetables in the oven and heating them real hot, sufficient to kill any lurking insects or their eggs. I love this. This is so cool, y'all. We're kind of exploring this for the first time together, many of us. Unless some of you have seen it, let me know in the comments below. Lie hominy. Hominy, that's that corn stuff, ain't it? That corn mush. Ooh, yeah, ooh. Ooh, me and my mama couldn't stand no hominy. No, thank you. Ooh. All right, let's see. Y'all forgive me. I did not get any sleep. That's why my memory, trying to actively recall certain words and terms, and is all over the place. Is why I'm goofy. But I'm just, sumac. I'm just so excited to start getting into the plants and into women's health, and I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. I want it to be really organized, you guys, and for it to flow really well. Yep. So just bear with me, y'all. I love this. I am sure that there is no record of a period in our history more emphatic than now, that every acre, yea, every foot of land, incorporating some of that scriptural talk, under our control, can be made to produce its highest possible yield of foodstuffs for both man and beast. And I just love that this particular work, though it was, revised, was entitled Nature's Garden for Victory and Peace. Why do I love it? Glad you asked. One moment. Because of this right here. Y'all already know Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, and the Apocrypha, my favorite book from the Bible. Chapter 38, my favorite chapter. Right here. Of such doeth the apothecary make a confection, and of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth. I love it. I'm telling you, Dr. Carver was one of a kind, truly amazing, a godsend, and a living, walking example of much of this right here. Right here. Yeah, buddy. And they trying to they trying to make it seem like with all his life and all that he devoted his time to, he found 3 recipes. Man, if y'all don't get if y'all don't get, I'm gonna have to do a Dr. Newsom on these people. Cause what are you talking about? If y'all don't know Dr. Newsom, please look him up. Please Google Dr. Newsom shoving that reporter out of his face. That he he like my spirit animal. My spirit animals are Dr. Newsom and Chief Dusty Wolf. Woo! Oh, for those who get it, you get it. Chief Dusty Wolf and Dr. Newsom are my spirit animals. You hear me? Man, this is amazing. Let me show y'all. Hold on. This oh boy, y'all forgive me. This is a whole video, but this is just a gift they made out of it. And there was someone off on the side after he pushed, and mind you, he asked this man to get out of his face, gestured for this man to get out of his face, gave the warning signs, and like these people do, had no respect for his personal space, got all up in his face. And as he goes to push him away, which is well within his ooh, somebody is off to the side like, Dr. Newsom. Like, hold on now. Oh, this moment. And as he's pushing him, he's saying, you better get. Ooh. Oh my goodness. This was such a beautiful moment in history. All right, let me find let me find the other one I was talking about. One moment. All right, here we go. Fair use. Shout out to Trig Nasheed. This is an iconic snippet for me. Whenever I need a good laugh, when I'm feeling down, I come to this video, to this moment. Because, you know, part of me fears that if I'm not tempering my studies and how I am engaging with a lot of this information, I could very well become Chief Dusty. And, you know, we'd rather not have that. Bless his heart, you know, shout out to him.
Dusty Wolf in the building. Where you been hiding, Chief Dusty Wolf?
Tyreek, you a wild dude, man. You a wild dude.
Where you been hiding?
Listen, bro. Hold on, man. Listen, bro. Tyreek, let me ask you this question. Do you have Creek, Seminole, Cherokee, Chickasaw, Tata lineage?
From the South,
do. From the Southeast?
Some of those I do. Some of them I actually do.
Okay. So, and see, this is where this shit gets problematic, Tyreek, right? Because, right, when you talk about the wolf, right, or the eagle, right, or the deer, or the buffalo.
Come on, Dusty Wolf, drive it home.
Guess what? Hold on, Tyreek. See, Tyreek, I'm not trying to go against what you're saying. I'm trying to get you to understand, right, what we talking about.
Okay, what are you talking about?
All of my people, right, my father's line and my mother's line, right, They come from the southeast.
Okay.
Right? Now, if we're talking about who's who was what, then it's pertinent that guess what? There's no wavering
In this
right in this positioning.
Okay. Thank you,
Right?
Chief.
Hold on, Tyreek.
Thank you so much, Chief Dusty Wolf. I can only take so much.
y'all.
Okay. Because nobody knows what you're talking about. Okay. All right. There's only so much I can take of Chief Dusty Wolf. Yeah, okay. I never know what he's talking
I
about.
can't breathe.
It's all over the place. I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, listen, right? First of all, a Chickasaw donkey got a Seminole goat. If you put two and two together, where you gonna take them? You gonna put them on the train? You gonna put the goat on the plane? That's what separation. That's what I'm saying, right? Understand me? So when you talk lineage,
Oh gosh.
you got to get an eagle, breed the eagle with a swan. That's gonna make a bat, and the bat is gonna be Chickasaw. What?
Oh gosh. Oh, y'all forgive me. And the bat is gonna be Chickasaw. Yeah, Tariq, you ain't know. Yeah. Precisely. Woo. Y'all, my sides is hurting. Ooh wee. Anyway, hopefully y'all got a good laugh out of that. Listen, we gotta laugh to keep from crying, okay? Okay? Cause it's a lot to cry about going on in the world right now. It's craziness. But anyway, yeah, I'm pulling out more with regard to our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful four-parent, none other than Dr. Carver. And I'll be sharing more when I find more, y'all. And listen, I'm going to leave you with an encouraging message. Any mess coming up in your face, any mess coming up in your life, the enemy trying to get you off your square, trying to keep you from focusing on your work, you got to hit them with the Dr. Newsom. Get up out my face. Okay, and keep it pushing. All right, y'all. Enough playing around. I got a quiz I need to study and prepare for. It's due at midnight. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed.